Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Hanley and this is my final presentation on firefighting for Foundations of Online Learning, College 100, Fall Class of 2017, instructed by Professor Knox. After I obtain a fire science degree from American Military University, I'll pursue a career in firefighting. My overall goal for this presentation was to learn the day-to-day life of a firefighter and how to get my foot in the door to make firefighting my career. The things I wanted to really research were the physical requirements, educational requirements, work schedule, average annual salary, and really how a fire science degree will help further my career as a firefighter. There are many roles that firefighters have in society, but their main roles are preventing fires by providing regular inspections, responding to emergency cases, which is mainly fires but can be medical problems, and providing assistance to them, decreasing fire damage with the help of equipment and making sure the equipment works properly, cleaning equipment and providing regular maintenance, inspection, repair, public education activities within the community on fire prevention, gaining professional knowledge and skills by participating in training, workshops, and self-education, updating records for incoming service calls, equipment inspection, or repair, following safely working policies, and reported needing changes or unsafe activities and conditions. The fire science degree correlates into these day-to-day functions, considering the main aspect of the degree include fire combustion and behaviors, overview of elements that start fires and how fires react to elements including chemicals, materials, temperatures, and fuels, firefighting strategy and tactical procedures. Fire suppression and attacking strategies vary by type of fire, kind of structure, environmental conditions, and extinguishing agents and equipment on hand. Protection and suppression systems, overview of types and uses of high-speed power spray systems, sprinklers, water mist and spray, and sandpipes. Building codes and construction, a comprehensive look at how buildings design, code compliance, and materials affect fire protection, combustion, and suppression. Water hydraulic principles, an exploration of methods, challenges, and strategies for the use of water supply systems, also covers foam and suppression agent delivery. Introduction to emergency services. Fire departments and other emergency agencies are organized and managed around a common set of regulation, skills, and emergency services terminology, and fire prevention basics. Comprehensive fire safety begins with design, oversight, occupant and building trade education, inspections, and code enforcement. Next, we'll go over the physical standards. Becoming a firefighter is a very physically demanding job that requires one to be in top shape. In order to even be considered for firefighting, you must pass the Candidate Physical Abilities Test, which includes 8 events. According to the National Testing Network, these are the standards for each event. Number 1, the stair climb. For this event, you must wear 2 12.5-pound weights on your shoulder to simulate the weight of a high-rise pack. Prior to the initiation of the timed CPAT, there's a 20-second warm-up on the step mill at a set stepping rate of 50 steps per minute. During the warm-up period, you are permitted to dismount, grasp a rail, or hold a wall to establish balance and cadence. If you fall or dismount the step mill during the 20-second warm-up period, you must remount the step mill and restart the entire 20-second warm-up period. You are allowed to restart the warm-up period twice. The timing of this test begins at the end of the warm-up period when the proctor calls the word start. There is no break in time between the warm-up period and the actual timing of the test. For this test, you must walk on the step mill at a set stepping rate of 60 steps per minute for 3 minutes. This concludes the event. The 2 12.5-pound weights are removed from your shoulders. Walk 85 feet within the established walkway to the next event, which is number 2, the hose drag. For this event, you must grasp a hose line nozzle attached to 200 feet of 1 3/4 inch hose. Place the hose line over your shoulder or across your chest, not exceeding the 8-foot mark. You are permitted to run during the hose drag. Drag the hose 75 feet to a pre-positioned drum. Make a 90-degree turn around the drum and continue an additional 25 feet. Stop within the marked 5-foot by 7-foot box. Drop to at least one knee and pull the hose line until the hose line's 50-foot mark crosses the finish line. During the hose pull, you must keep at least one knee in contact with the ground, and knee must remain within the marked boundary lines. This concludes the event. Walk 85 feet within the established walkway to the next event, which is number 3, equipment carry. For this event, you must remove the 2 saws from the tool cabinet one at a time and place them on the ground. Pick up both saws, one in each hand, and carry them while walking 75 feet around the drum. Then back to the starting point, you are permitted to place the saws on the ground and adjust your grip. Upon return to the tool cabinet, place the saws on the ground, pick up each saw one at a time, and replace the saw in the designated space in the cabinet. This concludes the event. Walk 85 feet within the established walkway to the next event, which is event number 4, ladder raise and extension. For this event, you must walk to the top rung of the 24-foot aluminum extension ladder. Lift the unhinge from the ground and walk it up until it is stationary against the wall. This must be done in a hand-over-hand fashion, using each rung until the ladder is stationary against the wall. You must not use the ladder rails to raise the ladder. Immediately proceed to the pre-positioned and secured 24-foot aluminum extension ladder. Stand with both feet within the marked box 36 inches by 36 inches and extend the fly sector hand over hand until it hits the stop. Then lower the fly section hand over hand in a controlled fashion to the starting position. This concludes the event. Walk 85 feet within the established walkway to the next event, which is event number 5, forcible entry. For this event, you must use a 10-pound sledgehammer to strike the measuring device in the target area until the buzzer is activated. During this event, you must keep your feet outside the toe box at all times. After the buzzer is activated, place the sledgehammer on the ground. This concludes the event. Walk 85 feet within the established walkway to the next event, which is event 6, search. For this event, you must crawl through a tunnel maze that is approximately 3 feet high, 4 feet wide, and 64 feet in length within 2 90-degree turns. At a number of locations in the tunnel, you must navigate around, over, and under obstacles. In addition, at 2 locations, you must crawl through a narrow space where the dimensions of the tunnel are reduced. Your movement is monitored through the maze. If for any reason you choose to end the event, call out or rap sharply on the wall or ceiling, and you will be assisted out of the maze. Upon exit from the maze, the event is concluded. Walk 85 feet within the established walkway to the next event, which is event 7, rescue. For this event, you must grab a 165-pound mannequin by the handle on the shoulders of the harness, drag it 35 feet to a pre-positioned drum, make a 180-degree turn around the drum, and continue an additional 35 feet to the finish line. You are not permitted to grasp or rest on the drum. It is permissible for the mannequin to touch the drum. You are permitted to drop and release the mannequin and adjust your grip. The entire mannequin must be dragged until it crosses the marked finish line. This concludes the event. Walk 85 feet within the established walkway to the next event. Event number 8, ceiling breach and pull. For this event, you must remove the pike pole from the bracket, stand within the boundary established by the equipment frame, and place the tip of the pole on the painted area of the hinge door in the ceiling. Fully push up the 60-pound hinge door in the ceiling with the pike pole 3 times. Then hook the pike pole to the 80-pound ceiling device and pull the pole down 5 times. Each set consists of 3 pushes and 5 pulls. Repeat the set 4 times. You are permitted to stop and, if needed, adjust your grip. Releasing your grip, or allowing the pike pole handle to slip without the pike pole falling to the ground, does not result in a warning or constitute a failure. You are permitted to reestablish your grip and resume the position. If you do not successfully complete a repetition, the proctor calls out miss, and you must push or pull the apparatus again to complete the repetition. This event and the total test time ends when you complete the final pull stroke repetition as indicated by a proctor who calls out time. As you can see, the CPAT is very demanding and is designed to allow fire departments to see which trainees are physically able to perform essential job tasks at fire scenes. Another area of interest I had about making firefighting a career was what educational experience does one need. According to basic standards, at the very minimum, you need a GED, an EMT course, and to attend a fire academy. Nowadays, since jobs are competitive, it is very uncommon for firefighters to get selected just having a GED. Many firefighters earn a degree in fire science to set themselves apart from their peers. The more research I did, I learned that I am headed in the right path by trying to attain my degree in fire science, so I'll stick out from other candidates during the hiring process. Charlie Crowther, a veteran firefighter and associate professor of fire science and emergency management at St. Petersburg College in Florida, said, "A college degree increasingly helps firefighters earn more and advance through the ranks. The upper echelon and most of the fire companies around the country sees the value and they promote it." EMT course is also very important, since firefighter EMTs are first responders to medical emergencies and fires. Most jurisdictions require firefighters to get a basic EMT certification. EMT courses go over competency in patient assessment, trauma management, immobilization techniques, and CPR practices. During the fire academy, trainees will undergo a 12-week course that includes classroom and physical training. Upon completion of the training, trainees will be eligible for Firefighter 1, Firefighter 2, Hazardous Materials Awareness, and Hazardous Materials Operations certificates. A lot of training and certification goes along with becoming a firefighter, since it's a very serious job. Firefighters are always training, since citizens rely on them to save their lives. Another aspect of firefighting we'll look at is work schedule. The common firehouse operates on 24-hour shifts, reporting to work at 07 and getting off the next day prior at 07. Firefighters usually work 56 hours per week, but they enjoy a lot of time off due to hours being worked on a continual basis. Some fire departments on the East Coast work in 8-hour or 12-hour shifts, but 24-hour shifts are by far the most common shift schedule. According to Battalion Chief Paul Lepore of the City of Long Beach, California Fire Department, if a firefighter is assigned to work a particular day that conflicts with family events or vacation, they are allowed to have another firefighter cover their shift. As one can imagine, 24-hour shifts can take a toll on sleeping schedule. Oklahoma State University did a study on 109 firefighters and discovered 73% of the 109 firefighters reported poor sleep quality. Being a firefighter is a very mentally demanding job, and firefighters have to sacrifice their family time and sleep schedule in order to get their job done. Next, we'll look at firefighters' annual salary and projected job growth inside the United States. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the job growth between the years of 2016 and 2026 is 7%. Although improved building materials and building codes have resulted in long-term decreases in fires, firefighters are still very much needed since fires spread rapidly and controlling them quickly is important. Considering the strenuous activity and long hours that come along with becoming a firefighter, firefighters do not get paid all that much. The Bureau of Labor Statistics median average pay for firefighters is $48,000 a year. The 90th percentile of firefighters make a little over $81,000 a year. If you look at the annual mean wage of firefighters by state, you can see firefighters get paid more on the West Coast due to the amount of fires that occur in those areas, and the East Coast due to the population density in large cities. From the research conducted, being a firefighter is a very strenuous and mentally exhausting job that's crucial to society. Ann Arbor of Tech Directions magazine described firefighting as the profession attracts its share of adrenaline junkies primed for action, but many firefighters also love the camaraderie, the sense of patriotism that comes from serving the community, and the creativity that's sometimes needed to solve confounding problems in a hurry. This perfectly describes why I'm looking forward to pursuing a degree in fire science and getting my foot in the door of the firefighting community. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a happy holidays. Here is my works cited for my images. And here is my works cited.